Hello, Lucy. Anybody home? Oh, Lucy. Let me get over here so I can show you what I got. Actually, I should keep this shrunk wrapped, but yeah, in fact, that's what I'm going to do. Pull it out from the inside here. And about that much right there, plus an inch or two. Ooh, now what am I going to cut it with? Let's see if this little old dull knife here will do anything for me. Yay, it is. Yay. Alright, you're probably wondering, what the hell's David doing with that bunch of blue stuff? Well, David's going to show you. San Antonio Belting Supply, I think is the name of the place here in Seguin, my little one of the towns I'm in between. It's a lay flat hose used in like, if you're pumping water out of a pond or a tank or whatever, it'll lay flat for storage reasons. And then when you need to open it up, or when it pumps, it'll fill up and you've got a hose that you can bloop, bloop, bloop. So what we're gonna do is, I guess I gotta move the camera over here since I'm gonna have to use this cutting board and this knife here to go like this. Let's see here how I do. I'm sorry you gotta look at my back, but I gotta think safety first, so I don't cut myself. This stuff here, you're wondering, David, why are you putting that in the leather saddle? Come on, I thought you were leather, no plastic, but I'll show you what we're gonna do here, by golly. There's my fancy shirt you can look at. Mr. Organization should have put all this stuff away before I started, but I didn't plan on being over here. Of course, you know me. Mr. Who? Not Mr. Organization, that can't be David Wills. That son of a gun is so unorganized, he can't find his head. Or he loses his head. Yeah, I've lost it a bunch of times, huh? Actually, not lately, but anyway. So there's the project I started on. ADOS, Attention Deficit. Ooh, shiny! And I go do something else. I ain't never finished. I got 101 things that ain't been finished yet. But anyway, there's the rigging for what you call on your on side, which is the side you get up on, your left side of a saddle. The D-ring will go right there. This section right about there gets screwed to the tree. Well, what we're going to do is reinforce it with this stuff here. This will not stretch. No stretch whatsoever. Now your leather will stretch, but if I'm reinforcing it with this right here, guess what? It will not. So what I need to do, Mr. Organization, is find me a pen. Not a pencil, I gotta have a pen. Ooh, in my little, here, I'll show you where I got a pen. I got a pen in here. At least I think I do. Yeah, there's one right there. Had to use this today. I had to go write a bunch of checks and spend a bunch of money. But oh well, you don't care about none of that. I gotta go to New Braunfels tomorrow and hope that eyeglass place is open because my eyeglasses are giving me a little bit of grief. Anyway, what I'm doing here is cutting this out, or tracing this out, and then I'm gonna put that back over there. We'll do that next. Let's see if this bad boy here will do anything for me. I want to keep it about a 1/4 inch, more or less, inside that line I just drew so that you don't see it. And now I went too dead-gum far. That's more than a 1/4 inch, but it's all right, I can fix it. Anyway. There's that spot right. Or is it like that? Yeah, there's how I had it. So there's about like that. And okay. I can fix it. I can fix it. So this one I'm not going to cut so far away from that line, and I'll make up that 1/4 inch. All right. So now there's that. Now we're just gonna. Well, I guess I've got to do the tops too, because these will probably. In fact, I'm gonna leave them because I'll trim them down later. Because I'm gonna do something over there in a minute. So now let's see here. I'm gonna mirror it. I don't want two of the same. So I'm gonna go like that right here. And lay this down in the middle there. And now this time, and eventually I'll get a clicker die made so that all I've really got to do is just cut it in half like I did a minute ago. And I actually won't even have to do that. I can just cut it once, lay it flat, and go click, 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 click. But I haven't done that. I haven't had any click patterns made in a while just because I haven't. I guess I ought to. There's that. And I'm happy the way this knife is cut. I was wondering if that was going to be a pain in the backside or not, but it wasn't. I want to use like this. All right, now comes the fun part. What are we looking at here? Let me show you what we're going to do next. Is right there. But before I do that, I'm going to show you this. Over there. All right. Got to do some knife sharpening and some mess cleanup. Remember, I started on it the other day. I was so proud of myself, but whoops. Whoops. I got sidetracked. I got a little bit on the sidetrack side now. There's that. There's that. What I'm doing is adding a jeweler's rouge to this leather belt. That. Used to clean up this knife with so that I can do that real easy like. So now, where are we at over here? We're fixing to drop the phone, it looks like, huh? Yep. There's that. These nuts. Calm down, Wes Harkins, in your rude comments. All right, so here's what we got to do. We're going to take that piece of leather there and skive it down to look about like this one right here. I'll use 2 or 3 different knives in this process because there's just the different shapes I've got going on here and everything like that. So, see what we're going to do here is this. It's a little over there and a little over there. And getting around that circle right there is kind of a tricky part in itself. You got to get them kind of sort of the same, because one will be on one side, the other will be on the other of the tree, and we want them. These serve 2 purposes. Number 1, this piece I'm working on right here especially will be part of the ground seat. So I'm trying to get it similarly thinned out to what I've got over here. This part that I'm doing here goes up front toward the front of the bars. And actually this side over here doesn't even need to be trimmed down that much. Here's the fun part here, getting this trimmed up like that. Then you come over here like about this. There we go. You see how that leather's got a little bit of stretch in it while it's wet? That's why that little blue thing is going to come in handy here shortly. All right, let me look here. I need to take a little bit more off right there. Can y'all see that even? Yep, okay. I got these glasses right here. For some reason or another, I know how to fix them. Come here. This one ear right there just keeps freaking sliding up on me, which cockeyes my glasses, which means I'm blind, which means I can cut a finger off. But if I put the cap on, it rides low enough to where it doesn't ride up on me anymore. So all right, there's that side there. Now we'll come do this underside here. Whoop, sorry about that. Telling me don't tilt it. Anyway, let me look over here so we get them even. All right, I didn't take nothing off the sides, just up the top here. See how that's stretching on me? Leather will stretch, especially when it's wet like it is now. And I like it wet when I'm doing the skiving because number 1, it does take a stretch out of it. And number 2, it just cuts that much easier. I've seen guys skive it dry and they struggle, but y'all probably can't see it, but I'm sharpening this thing up again. there's that. Whoop. I kicked the stand that the dadgum phone is on, phone camera's on. Sorry about that. Where's that other one at? Over here. See, I'm kind of sort of trying to match it. So they kind of lay the same on the left side and right side of the saddle. All right, I believe we're going to take a little more of that. Yep, okay. So now that part's done. So, put the knife up for a cut. So, still sharp. What's next? What's next? Let's give us a D. 2 D's actually. 2 big D's. These are from Jeremiah Watt or Horseshoe brand. He's made in the USA type stuff. Let's show you this one here since it's already dried up and everything like that. So the next step we'll do is, and I'll probably wet it to do this step, and that'll be to do that right there. I know y'all probably can't see, huh? There's that part right there. So now what I want to do is, where are we at? Right there. So now what I want to do is come up here, poke 3 holes so that I can run lace through that to hold it in place. We don't want it bouncing around like that if you don't lace it up right there. A lot of people will put rivets in there, a brass rivet. I don't know if I've ever done that or not. Not going to do it today. I'm going to go ahead and put me 3 holes here so that I can lace that in place. But I'm not going to try to cut the holes through this just yet. I'm going to get this wet because it'll punch easier. I'll punch holes in it, and then we'll go ahead and actually what we're going to do is mark for the holes first. And we'll do that with my ink pen here, and that's 3 inches across there. So a halfway mark would be 1.5 inches. And I'm gonna go there to right there, and there's my 7 inches for, come here, well, right about there. Now I'll go 1 inch over here and 1 inch over there. All right. So now I got my spots marked out for my holes. And of course y'all seen me poke holes before, I'm sure. So this won't be all that exciting for you. I'm not even going to try to go through both of them right now, simply because I am and I'll be able to go through at least that one. I'll be able to open it up and do it here in a minute. So I've got those punched through. Now I can come in here and, like I said, I should have wet it so that I can work with it. But I can do this, finish this one here, because it didn't go all the way through. And then come over here and finish this one. These three here. Uh-oh. I need my fancy little tool. Where did it go? I'll use this one. Oh, there's what I'm looking for right there. Gotta use that to clean that thing out right there. Now there's that. So there. So now the next thing we'll do is find whichever one of these is going to fit, and it's going to be the other one over here. Hang on. Are y'all paying attention even? I bet I got like what? 0. Oh, 2 people watching. All right, well there's 2 people learning something by golly. All right, so now I'm going to take this and fit it down there like that, then take my pin and there's the pin over there, huh? Come here. Then I'll just mark my spots here, here, and come over here and go here, and here. So now we can poke holes here. And then I'll trim it back up a little bit more. 1, 2. Now I repeat this process on the other one because I'm not even going to try to get the holes to line up right, because this one's flat, that one's been folded already and everything. So there's what that's going to end up being looking like. This will be the on-side one. No, it won't be on the off-side. So that'll go down there like that. This will go over here like that and that. Bend, get in there. Then once I get all that, them holes lined up and everything, then I'll lace it together. And then it'll stay like that forever and ever. I hope. No, it will. So, all right, kids, well, there you go. And then what we do, once all that's laced up, then we'll mount it to the tree. And I'll show you that in another video. All right, kids, toodaloo, you bunch of yahoos.